Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's review, we're taking a look at the amazing Yamaguchi Ryu Hayabusa. This is the Ninja Gaiden 2 version. On the front, the package is really different now, so, I guess it's been pretty different for a while. But you've got a picture of the figure here. You've got the Revoltech, or the new Revoltech logo. On the side, you've got some poses you can get the figure into. On the back, you've got a ton of poses you can get the figure into, along with him posed with his accessories, which are pretty cool. And this is the edition that comes with that special sword. But yeah, and on the other side, you get another picture of the figure, and then Revoltech, and then Ryu Hayabusa. So enough about the box. Let's get him open and take a closer look. Okay, so here's Ryu out of his packaging. I went ahead and attached his sword already. This is the dragon sword. And then put on a different hand just because I was playing around with him. But looking at his details up close, like this is really nice. The different honeycomb texture that's matte. And then you have like these shiny bits all the way through that represents like the leather or whatever he's got on. Nice silver on the buckles and on the arms. The armor there is really nice. You have the buckles that are painted really nice in silver, and then the honeycomb texture. Then the gloves are matte. Down to the legs, you can see the kunai, a nice gunmetal color, and then the leather straps they're in. And again, that same motif carries down to the legs. So you have the silver, the honeycomb texture, and then the buckles. And yeah, this guy has like a ton of buckles. I don't even know how he gets it on and off. But here we have on the back more of the honeycomb texture. And then down to the shoes, which are a matte color. On the bottom, you can see the Koei Tecmo logo. And then the skin is a really nice color. No shading on the skin. The scarf here is a different kind of textured plastic. But it looks really nice, and it matches his like ninja mask and like the hood portion. Then his eyes look really cool. I guess it just slipped my mind that his eyes were actually like a green, or like a lime green color, so that looks really cool. And then the dragon, I don't even know, insignia clan logo on the top of his ninja mask looks really good, and it's sculpted really nicely. And then the scarf itself is like it's kind of soft towards the end, but it's like a light, soft-ish, hard-ish plastic, but it's still textured, and that looks pretty cool. I don't mind it being a hard plastic. And again, taking a look at his back, you can see the sculpted muscles there, and then more of the straps, which is pretty cool. And then his arms have like the veins and stuff on it, sculpted in. Looks really nice. But getting into his articulation, so Ryu can look up this much, which is really good, but you will see this gapping in here, so you can kind of like have him look up and then maneuver it around so you cover that gap. And then he can look down about this much. Not bad. And then he does have head tilt, so you can tilt it side to side. And basically make him look left to right, all over the place. So this is really nice. The scarf, this portion does not move, but again on the back, you can get it up. It's on a Revoltech joint. Get it down. Move it side to side. And these two pieces are all one piece, so you can't like separate these two out and have them move individually. They're all one piece on there. You just got to move around the Revol joint. You can see there. And the sword on his back comes out. His arms will go up this high, which is normal for Revoltech. Get his butterfly joints to come in all the way. And when you move him in and out, you can see like the chest moving. This is like the best application of that because it makes sense with the design. So you can see it moving in and out. It moves in like that. And then his arms, you can get him to cross about that much. Looks good. Then on the back too, you can see that it's good. Honestly, I don't even mind the big ball joints showing themselves because it blends in pretty nicely. Still an action figure. He does have bicep swivel, which I'm glad they added. Then he does have double jointed elbows with the Revoltech joint. Doesn't look too bad. Of course, it's always going to be gappy and have a hole. That's just how Revoltech is. The wrists, they swivel around. You can move them in and out a little bit. And this piece around his wrist, the silver bit, is a separate piece. And then you can kind of twist this part of his forearm, but the actual gauntlet itself does not have any twist. And you'll see why with the accessories. And then moving towards his torso, this top portion doesn't go anywhere, but using all of it together, he can basically curl into himself. And there's not a really big gap. Like, you have this gap here, but it's not a big deal. And then going back, he can go all the way back, so you can get him definitely into those Azuna drop poses, or just doing cool ninja flips. Then for his legs, this is a soft piece, but they go out this much. They're on the big ball joint, ball peg there, so you go out about this much. He does have an upper thigh swivel, which it's kind of hard to utilize. Let me see. Yeah, this one kind of shows it, but it kicks off to the side, which isn't great. I mean, I get it, but also I don't know why you need it to kick off to the side. Double jointed knees. Which look good. And then the bottom part of his leg or his shin is on like a ball joint, or you can like twist it kind of. I mean, it's like a straight peg, but I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest. It's on another separate hinge. And then his feet, they go up about this much. This is kind of a softer plastic. They go down about this much. He does have a nice ankle rocker, and he has a toe pivot that goes up all the way, and you can even let it go down for whatever reason. But no, this guy is really well articulated. You can get him to do pretty much anything. Oh, he just broke apart. Snap him back together. That's another interesting thing about Revoltech. They kind of come apart, but they're kind of made to come apart. And you can really do whatever you want with them afterward. Yeah, get them all crunched up. Looks good. You can even like put him into a ball if you want. Put his scarf back on. But yeah, you can even get him balled up into a ball for like a ninja jump. Or if he's about to like throw some kunai. Or if he's just jumping in general. I do wonder why this leg is now coming off, but I guess it goes on easy enough, so that's fine. But this is pretty cool, being able to pose him like that. But yeah, that's his articulation. Let's take a look at his accessories. So for accessories, he comes with quite a bit. So the first thing he comes with is his dragon sword. It's a really nice sheath, painted in gold, and it's molded in like a matte black. And then the sword can come out. And these two come in separate pieces in the box, but that's really nice. Red paint, like red shiny paint with the silver in between, and then the blue jewel on the end, which is pretty cool. But then the hilt is really nicely sculpted and painted. Put that back in there. Then he comes with a tree of hands. So he does come with 2 sword gripping hands, 2 of the like ninjutsu pose hands. So like one of them is actually a ninjutsu pose hand, and then the other one you can stick a throwing star in, which is this that he comes with, or like a shuriken. So you can actually put this, or at least on the instructions it says to put it in one of these hands. I think it's this one. This one has more opening in it. Let's see if it'll fit. This thing is super pointy, so be careful with that. I don't know. It says you're supposed to be able to put it in there. I'm putting it in there, but it's not really wanting to stay. So I guess, there we go. Then he comes with 2 open palm hands, and then 2 more open palm hands for like stylization or styling. And then this hand right here is a little different. It looks kind of like used as like a karate hand or just another style pose hand, but these 2 are meant to be like stylish pose hands. And then these 2 are style pose hands, but they're like more open, as well as being differently sculpted from each other. And then he does come with 2 fists, so I took one of his fists off already. And then the other one is actually on the figure. And then I have one of the like ninpo pose hands on him. And then again, he comes with 2 of these little shuriken, which are nicely sculpted and painted silver. And then for the base offering, he comes with another weapon, which is the sickle and like, I think it's like a mace. It's a real, or at least it looks real, chain. Feels cold, so I feel like it's a real chain. And then the sculpting on the sickle has got like the dragon on there, which is really nice. This is all just one coat of gunmetal with a little bit of shading on it. But you can kind of see that it's 2 different shades of like a gunmetal, like silver plastic. It's pretty cool. The paint. And then the mace portion down here is that more like brownish gunmetal color. And this is really nicely sculpted and painted. Then he comes with something to move his eyes around because he does have the, I think they call it like a purse system, where you can take his face off and change which way he's looking. Let me see if I can actually get this off. It's like coming off, but it's really semi-stuck in there. Okay, there we go. So this is what he looks like with the face off the figure. So you see his eyebrows and it's like dark up there. Mine came with one of the eyes looking kind of wonky, but you could put this in there and then kind of move that eye around. If it wants to move anyway. Oh, it moved a little bit. Let's see. Doing this on camera is kind of difficult. There we go. Alright, so now he's kind of more so looking into the other direction. Or you can roll him all the way up and make his eyes wide out, but I don't think that's, I mean, you can if you want to. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. But anyways, getting that off and back on again is kind of tight, so be careful with that. He does come with a stand that kind of actually reminds me of like the old school Figma stands, but it's a Revoltech stand with a bunch of holes in it. Comes with an arm and then a clamp to clip onto him. And then the final base accessories is that he comes with the claws, the falcon claws, so these are pretty cool. In order to install these, you just take off his arm, then you put this arm on, and then he's got the claws, which are pretty cool. This is my favorite weapon in the game, so I probably will pose him with these on. And then he comes with the pair for his feet. They come with these little pegs to make sure that the hole doesn't close up. And transport. And then, let me make sure I got the right leg. Tug this off. And put this on. And there you go. So now you've got the feet claws on there and the hand claws, which are pretty sick. These are cool. And then if you pre-ordered this, I got mine through Hobby Genki, but if you pre-ordered this through the Kyoto store or Hobby Genki or anywhere that was doing this pre-order bonus, when it first went up, then you get this other sword. I forgot what this sword is called. I want to say it's like an evil sword or something like that, but let me know down in the comments below if you remember what this thing is called. Always getting this out of the plastic is a problem. Okay. Here we go. So that's really nice. It's got the nice like red flames going through it. And then the blue and the silver and the gold on the hilt. Again, it's sculpted really nicely and it's really long. So that's really cool. It doesn't come with a separate sheath or anything, but he can definitely hold it. And you could probably put it on his back. Yeah, it does not fit in the sheath. In there. Yep, that's all for his accessories. Let's get into some size comparisons. Oh yeah, he also comes with an extra Revoltech joint in case you break it. So that's nice. So for size comparisons, here's Ryu next to two other black-clad ninjas that I own. This one is the ninja from Ninja Slayer, but in the all black. Had this guy for a long time, and that's from Figma. And then this is the G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. Again, he's actually standing toe-to-toe with the domestic Snake Eyes figure, and then he is taller than the Figma Ninja Slayer figure, but I still think these look pretty cool, and just a cool addition if you have a strict ninja shelf. And then here he is standing next to two SH figure art, so the 2400 power level Vegeta, and then the Super Saiyan full power Goku. Again, he's taller than both of these. Revoltechs tend to be a little bit closer to actually matching up with domestic figures in terms of size, so this still works if you do some perspective magic when taking a picture, but I still think it looks cool together. And then here he is standing next to one more ninja. Leonardo from the movie series is from Neca. And then I have the Jada Toys Chun-Li here. Again, this is awesome that he stands, you know, the same height, so this would be pretty cool to do a picture with. And then seeing him standing next to a female figure, those are typically a little shorter. I still think that this is a good height matchup for him. So for my final thoughts on this figure, man, this guy is definitely worth the price. Especially, like, we haven't gotten a Ninja Gaiden Ryu figure in so long, so definitely this is a guy to pick up. I'm also picking up another figure of Ryu from, I think it's Bro Toys that they're making. So I'll compare him with this guy when we get him in, but right now this is the definitive Ryu Hayabusa on my shelf. If you guys pick him up, let me know what you guys think. Definitely worth the money, and the accessory bonus that he came with, which is that, you know, cool different sword, was really cool too. This guy moves awesome, feels awesome. The leg problem that I had on mine, it might just be a me problem, so if you get them, please let me know. But other than that, yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and have a great rest of your day.